Greetings and welcome to Eat It Lose. Today I'm going to do the second part of the two-part puffle series. Last week I did a savory puffle. This week I'm going to do a sweet puffle. And what is a puffle? If you didn't watch the first part, a puffle is a puff pastry that has been cooked in a waffle iron. So it's puff, pastry, waffle, puffle, portmanteauing them together. So this time I'm actually going to try a different type of puff pastry. This one's more readily available in regular grocery stores. So you don't have to go to Whole Foods if you don't have a Whole Foods near you. This is Pepperidge Farm puff pastry. And instead of butter, it uses vegetable oils. So I wanted to give this a try to see how that works compared to the all butter puff pastry that I used last week. I'm going to try to do two different types of sweet puffle in one. So I'm going to eyeball this. This is my puff pastry, by the way. I'm going to eyeball this and do like half of it with one filling and half with the second filling. The first filling I'm going to do is Nutella or Nutella, depending on how you want to pronounce it. Isn't this so cute? It's so tiny. So I'm going to do half of it with Nutella. I'm just going to plop it on my puff pastry. Probably should have rolled this out a little bit before I started, but it's actually the perfect size to fit into the waffle iron as it is. So why not? Yeah, I'm just slathering it on there. I'm not a huge fan of Nutella, but I know a lot of people are. So I did want to see how this turned out. And if you hear, okay, this is my new little friend who now wants to, oh, buddy, no. Hey, honey, hi. Hi. This is his first time up on the counter. This is Merle, my new sous chef, because sadly, Scout passed away last week, and I am very sad. But this is Merle. I adopted him from Colony Cats. He's FIV positive, which means that you just have to watch out for infection. But there's nothing all that major about FIV positive cats. But this is Merle. Isn't he handsome? Yeah, he's like a sweetie pie. I adopted him yesterday. I was just going to see, and I ended up taking him home. But let's put you back down on the floor, and I'm going to go wash my hands because I was just holding a cat. Okay, we're back. I moved the step stool out of the way, so because this is very hot. That's the waffle iron. It is very hot. I don't want him to get hurt. But maybe you'll see him again in the future. I don't know. I didn't think he'd jump up onto the counter because he's never been up here before. Because I literally adopted him yesterday. So we're still getting to know each other. So, the Nutella is going onto the cold puff pastry, and it's kind of freezing whenever it goes on there. So I was having a little bit of trouble spreading it. That's okay. The other one I'm going to do, also chocolate based, is these are chocolate chunks. Just dark chocolate chunks. Probably did not grab enough of them. Oops. That's okay. And I'm just going to use chocolate chunks and some marshmallows, which are sticking to my hand. There we go. So it's going to kind of be like a s'more-ish. And the marshmallows I'm using are going right into the Nutella. Smashmallows. They come out this size. Is your vanilla, toasted vanilla flavor. They come out this size. I just cubed them up so that they'd be smaller. I figured they would work better in the waffle iron because, as always, I've never tried this before. Here we go. Just a few more. I want to get good coverage for my marshmallows. I might grab a few more chocolate chunks. There we go. I'll be right back. I'm going to grab some more chocolate. There we go. That should be enough. And this is the perfect size for the waffle iron. So I'm going to just put another piece of puff pastry on top. Kind of smoosh down the edges. Here we go. Yeah, so the thickness of this side is a little bit bigger than the side with the Nutella. I'm sure it won't matter. So the waffle iron is hot. I'm just going to plop it in there and let's see what happens. Okay, not quite perfect for the size of the waffle iron. There is a little bit of leftover puff pastry kind of hanging out the edges. That's okay. We'll cut it off whenever it's done. I'm going to give this a few minutes and I will be back shortly. And we're back. As you can tell, it has puffed. We have a little bit of a blowout over on this side, but it's not oozing. This side, however, there's like marshmallow dribbling all over my counter. That's okay. So I didn't keep track of the amount of time that it was in here because every waffle iron is going to be a little bit different. But I just left it in until it was golden brown. It has a good bit of golden brown on this side, a little less on this side, but I think it's done. I'm going to turn off the heat. And let's pull it out of the waffle iron. It's so pretty and it smells wonderful. Shoot. So it did puff quite nicely. Let's go ahead and cut this baby open. Geez, I'm going to be eating this for days. So much sugar. Okay. Move some of this out of the way. So there it is. This is the Nutella, and this is the, let's open, marshmallow chocolate. Marshmallow dribbling out, kind of hot. And I want to see what it looks like on the inside. See if I can get this open at all. I'm sure my marshmallows, yeah, my marshmallows melted and it looks like it's sunk into the puff pastry. And let's give this a taste. Because I'm wondering now if the flavor of the puff pastry is going to come out. I mean, the flavor of the marshmallow is going to come out. Because it's sunk in so much, but let's see. I used dark chocolate. I think it really needs a little bit more sweetness. So I usually love dark chocolate, but this is very dark chocolate. I think it needs a little bit more sweetness. Because I'm not tasting a whole lot of the marshmallow. That's the reason why I went with the dark chocolate rather than milk chocolate or like a semi-sweet. Because I figured the marshmallows would take up some of that sweetness, but not really tasting a whole lot of marshmallow in here. I'm going to try another bite. Maybe A little more marshmallow in this one. No, not getting a whole lot of sweetness in there from the marshmallow. The edges of this one did not cook very well, so I'm going to cut that off. It was what was sticking out over the edge, not a biggie. Now this is the one with the Nutella. That's better. I actually like that better than the other one. But they're both good, and I imagine it also has to do with individual taste and such. But I think this is a win. It works really well. I kind of want to try like a peanut butter and jelly one or peanut butter and banana one to try some different flavors, but I'm going to leave that up to you. And unless I come up with something that's like mind blowing for the puffle, that's probably going to be it for the puffle. But it's been a fun ride. Well, thank you for watching. I will talk to you again next week. Bye.